have to excuse me. I'm not really here. I just jumped out of my skin. I'm somewhere over there. Just let me jump back in. I just have one little comment to make. Well, two little comments, actually. First of all, I think it was a little bit rough on Tommy, because although it wasn't made absolutely clear, I think he went with best intentions. He was being nice to her. I think he was a bit mean on the teacher as well. It wasn't her fault. She tried to do her best for Carrie. And I have another little comment as well. If she had this power of telekinesis, that's how you say it, isn't it, telekinesis, then how come when her mother was chasing her, she couldn't get the door handle open? Why couldn't she wish the door handle to open? Little thought there. Wouldn't fancy living next door to the Whites, I'll tell you. Now, if that has chilled your spine nicely, next week we'll do it again with our film, which is called A Stranger Calls. But if all that was too much for you, and your little heart is like mine, is going pitter-patter, it's going to take me a while to calm down, then we're going to look now at a much cuter film, something to calm you down and cheer you up a bit. I did enjoy that, though. It was a good film. This film has been released on video this week. It took $200 million at the box office. It remained the top 10 for 10 weeks, and this is an amazing fact, it is the highest grossing Disney picture ever. Now, when you think of all the pictures that Disney have made, and there have been quite a few, which one would you say was the highest grossing Disney ever? It's actually Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. It's been out, released on video. It was an amazing box office success. Now it's out on video. It stars Rick Moranis as a mad professor. Well, he's not mad, but he's an inventor. And he invents all sorts of things, including an electromagnetic shrinking machine, which accidentally shrinks his kids to 1/4 of an inch tall. And then, as if that wasn't bad enough, he makes it worse by throwing them out with the rubbish.
Stay there. Glass everywhere here now.
Special effects just fabulous in there, absolutely amazing. Look out for it. I mean, it's their adventures in the garden with big bumblebees and everything. It's a wonderful film. Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. It's out on video this week. If you fancy a good night out, night in, then go out and get it and watch it. Right, next this morning we've got sporting action after the news headlines, which are coming up after the break.
Add a little Worcester saucery with Lea Perrins.
Mr. Kipling was chuckling about all my fishing equipment. Brought the trouser press, he asked me. Then he offered me a Bramley apple pie with custard. And have you brought the gas stove, I countered. But the custard was already inside, for these were Mr. Kipling's new apple and custard pies.
You never ignore these red warning signs. In nature, too, red can be a warning. If you see even small traces of blood when brushing your teeth, your gums may not be as healthy as they should be. But now there's a new toothpaste, which contains a unique combination of 2 antibacterial agents to give your gums twice the protection of our ordinary fluoride toothpaste. New Mentadent P Gum Health Formula, with 2 antibacterial agents that go on helping to protect your gums between brushing. Toothpaste has changed with new Mentadent P Gum Health Formula, a new toothpaste for gums, for teeth, for life today.
Now appearing at a Smith's near you.
I have a brother.
Oh my goodness, why you look...
My name is Julius. I'm your twin brother.
Obviously. The moment I sat down, I thought I was looking into a mirror.
Arnold Schwarzenegger and Danny DeVito in Twins.
I love it when you hit people.
Who are you?
Vincent's brother.
The Twins.
Just one of many films now showing on video at W.H. Smith.
Hello, we've just had some great news from Allied. Their autumn sale is bigger than ever. There's hard-wearing Berber carpet, half price at £4.99 a square yard. Lovely ready-made curtains for just £11.99 a pair. This double bed is £179, less than half price. And you can save £600 on this traditional three-piece suite. The Allied autumn sale. At last, it's good news for everyone.
It won't be long now. It's going to be all right. I promise. What's your other name, Thomas? But you just hold me tight. That's a brave boy. Now listen to me. Oh, my God.
Every year, hundreds of children die on our roads.
This child needs help. Anybody.
Now there's a free guide to show you how to protect your child. Just call 0800 717 717. After words, silence. After fire, ice. After time, peace. After dark, Tia Maria.
Okay, it's just coming up to 21 minutes past 3. We've got sporting action next as David Boban takes us Skytrack wise. First of all, though, we catch up with the latest news headlines from ITN.
Edward Heath's visit to Iraq has been criticised as a mistake by the former Defence Secretary Michael Heseltine. Mr. Heath hopes to secure the release of sick and elderly British hostages at a meeting with Saddam Hussein planned for Sunday.
I find this one of the hardest things I've ever said in British public life. I think it's a mistake. I fully understand the harrowing tensions that must affect the hostages there and their relatives in this country. We're dealing with one of the most ruthless men in the world. He's totally indifferent to human life, and we have to show him the clearest possible message. He will not have agreed to Ted Heath's arrival in Baghdad unless he has carefully thought through what is the purpose of it from his point of view.
If Mr. Heath succeeds, one of those released is likely to be Mr. Tony Wilbraham, who has cancer and is dying. His wife Maureen has been waiting for 5 weeks for his release. He's been trapped in Baghdad and has been given 18 months to live. This is the most encouraging news she's heard.
I've been waiting for something like this, in the hopes he can do something to get the sick out.
You've had so many false hopes in the past, though.
Many false hopes. But still, we keep waiting. And maybe Mr. Heath can do it, hopefully.
The former champion jockey Lester Piggott will be returning to racing next week after being granted a Jockey Club racing licence. At 54, the decision makes him the oldest licensed jockey in Britain. Lester Piggott retired from flat racing 4 years ago, later spending a year in prison for tax evasion. He said he was looking forward to riding again in the near future, and it will be good to be back. In the Lebanon, thousands of Syrian troops and tanks have surrounded the Beirut headquarters of the Christian leader General Aoun. Infantry and artillery units have moved in to positions overlooking the east of the city. Lebanon's President Harawi has reportedly requested help from Damascus in ousting the general. Join us at 5 o'clock for the morning news.
And as we move towards the morning news, we've got sporting action in a moment with David Boban. But first of all, let me say thank you to Anita Huntley, who sent us a lovely letter from St Leonards-on-Sea. She says, I have to work from 8 p.m. to 8 a.m. on a Thursday night into Friday morning. And if it wasn't for late that late, I think I'd die of boredom. Thank you, Anita. She also says, say hello to some people here, Lou, Jim and Margaret, and also her family, Melissa, Melanie, Michelle and Dad. you're welcome for that. If you want to write to us at 888 we always love to hear from you. Right, now it's time to go for Skate Track, and David Boban introduces us to some sporting action.
Welcome to Brands Hatch for what promises to be a fascinating mix of motorsport and aerial displays. Yes, it's Skytrack 90, an exciting blend of entertainment both down here on the track and up in the air. We open the show with a tremendous duel in the Cellnet Formula First race. Keep your seatbelt fastened for the first of our spectacular air shows. And the heavyweights of motorsport, the trucks, are ready for a rolling start. But we start